And we are good. Howdily doodly. Howdy you doodly. Alright, y'all. It's that time again, where the time has come. The time is now for y'all to bow down because y'all gotta stay humble when you're around the king of the fumble. Alright, y'all, I'm gonna tell you something right now. I love UFC nicknames, man. Like, if you ask me, like, who my favorite UFC nickname is, bro, you'll see it on this list. But, like, UFC names, like, they're just so cool, dude. Having Bruce Buffer shout something, like, random, bro. Like, Stylebender or whatever, right? But, like, it just hits different, dude, whenever you have a nickname. And even if you don't, sometimes the names are cool enough. Like, if I were Jan Blachowicz, I wouldn't need a nickname. That's just a cool name. But, like, here's the deal, y'all. We're going to look at some of my favorite and some of my least favorite nicknames, and we're going to rate them on a scale of 1 to 10 by how much I like the name and how intimidating they are. So we're going to go ahead and get started in this. Let's go with it. We're going to start with The Great. The Great. It only really works if your name's Alexander. So, like, it's pretty exclusive, right? I can't be William the Great, right? It doesn't work. Alexander the Great. It's the only name you can really do it with, but you shouldn't mess with the nickname too, dude. Let me tell y'all something. Like, the Great Ape, I don't know, man. I don't like that as a nickname, dude. Like, just go with The Great. Make it The Great. Be great. You're cool to be great. But, like, man, if I had this nickname personally, bro, Josh the Great, bro, that's not even a good nickname, dude. I sound like I'm a 5-year-old making my first Roblox account, dude. Josh the Great, dude, like, that's not a good nickname. But that being said, Volk is terrifying, so, like, it's a solid 8.5 out of 10. Gotta admit, like, it's not a bad nickname. And, like, he is a GOAT. He's one of the GOATs, I think. So we're going to move on next to what is the Assassin Baby. Look, if y'all think about fighter nicknames, this one probably came into your mind. And you're probably like, oh, yeah, he's totally going to mention the Assassin Baby, Brandon Moreno. And, like, I got to ask, what does it mean? Are you a baby who happens to be an assassin? Or did you forget a comma? Like, you're the assassin, baby. Like, are you just a baby assassin? Not a baby assassin, I hope. Jeez. Please not that, dude. Are you, like, what's going on here, Brandon? Like, look, you kind of rock it, though. I feel like Brandon is the only person in the entire, on God's green earth, who could rock this nickname. Like, could you imagine if Yuri Prohaska came out to the Assassin Baby? Or Derek Lewis? You know, actually, maybe Derek Lewis would rock it, dude. It's not much on the fear scale. It's a 7 out of 10 because it's Brandon Moreno and it's creative. And Legos are kind of goated, bro. We're going to move on next to what is Obi-Wan Shinobi the Pillow, baby. Bro, okay. Y'all know this is a real name, right? Yeah, okay. If you go on UFC's website, dude. Go on the UFC website and look up under the K section of the roster. Go to Steven Kozlow. And you'll see his nickname is Obi-Wan Shinobi the Pillow. He said one fight. I forget who it was against. I forget who it was. But was it? You know what? I'm going to look it up right quick. But while I do that, dude, I'm going to tell you. Like, you misspelled Obi-Wan, Steven. And, like, I can't let that slide. It's Obi-Wan Kenobi. I don't know what a shinobi is. Isn't that from, like, Dragon Ball or something, dude? So, you know what? I respect the pop culture references. And, you know what? I gotta say it. I wish it were my fighter name. I really wish it was. Oh, he fought Cameron Simon. Okay, so he fought Cameron Simon and beat him in his debut, and he hasn't fought since. He was undefeated before then, so good job, Steven. I'm rooting for you with that kind of nickname. On, like, Sherdog and Topology, if you look up his name, though, it is slash between Shinobi and the Pillow, so it's like it's two different nicknames compiled into one. So you know what? Yeah, if you can't decide, just use both. That's kind of a good life hack. Moving on. The Cannibal. Look, this is just terrifying, dude. Like, don't eat me. I'm not even delicious. Like, bro, I wouldn't want to fight a cannibal. I wouldn't want to be around them. Like, you know, they're kind of terrifying, and, like, they're, like, okay, y'all. The human cannibals are terrifying, but for mantises, bro, it's kind of normal. Although it's still messed up because it happens, like, right after, like, mating. It's like during the mating process. So cannibals, as cool as terrifying as they are, Alessandro Pantoja kind of rocks it. Like, it's a cool name. Like Alessandre the Cannibal Pantoja. It just kind of rolls off the tongue really well. It's a 9.5 out of 10, but please, just get away from me before anything bad happens, bro. Moving on. King. I got beef. All right, y'all. I had chicken earlier, but, bro, I'm having beef right now because I have a bone to pick with Mr. Bobby Green. I got a bone to pick with you after what you did to Tony. See, I wasn't around for your heyday. I wasn't around when you were doing good in the neighborhood, right? I wasn't around for that. But I'm going to tell you something right now. The way you fought Tony, the way you styled on him, the way you had your hands down and you were taunting him as you were beating up a 38-year-old man, bro, that's kind of baller. But, like, bro, you got me crying. I was crying after that. We were all crying. The watch party was crying, dude. And I can't forgive you for that. Like, I just don't like you now. I don't like you. Like, you're a good person out of the cage, you know? You seem like a good person. And, like, you do some... Your post-fight stuff is awesome. But, like, while you're in the cage, bro, all I can focus on is how you style on fighters. Like, and I just don't like that, bro. Can you do me a favor and beat up Patty? Then you'll be back in my good graces, dude. And then I'll think your beard is the coolest thing ever. But, look, Bobby... Casey, too, because Casey O'Neal's nickname is King. Like, I wouldn't want to mess with you guys because that's your nickname. Like, that's terrifying, y'all. I wouldn't want to mess with a King. But I'm wondering, didn't you say you were going to change your name to King? Isn't that a part of, like, what you were planning on doing? Look, I can't forgive you for Tony. 7.5 out of 10. Take that grade and run. Moving on. The Prince. All right, y'all. In my last video, I said I wasn't going to talk about Amir Albazi again, but I'm going to talk about Amir Albazi again. The Prince is kind of a baller nickname, dude. The Prince. Honestly, if you ask me if I would rather have the name of, like, the King or the Prince, I would choose the Prince because it makes me think of Finn Balor, who's one of my favorite WWE people. And it's kind of like it's just like a badass name. Like, honestly, it kind of screams a UFC villain, dude. And, like, I don't know. I think you know how I had that in my last video, like one of my last videos where I had the WWE booking and I made Amir Albazi the bad guy, bro. The Prince is such a bad guy name. Roll with it, dude. You just robbed Kai Kara France in a lot of people's eyes. I'm not getting over it. And you know what? Maybe I'll try. This will be the last time. The last time I talk about Amir Albazi. Go get him, Amir. Go get him. Last time I'm talking about you. That's all you're getting from me. Moving on to fighters that don't have a nickname, bro. I got a message for you. Just have some fun. Like, what are you doing, man? Like, some of y'all are cool. Stipe Miocic is an awesome name. Jan Blachowicz is a cool name. But, like, why? Why not, man? If you don't have a cool name like I do, bro. I don't have a cool name. My name's kind of mid, if you ask me, bro. I need a fighter nickname. But if John Jones, Conor McGregor, and Jorge Masvidal can have nicknames and they're still intimidating, bro, you can too. So just, why wouldn't you have them, man? Like, dude, if I were in the UFC, bro, I would make Bruce Buffer scream something like about Pokemon cards or something, bro. Speaking of, I might make some Pokemon card content just because I want to talk about my opinions on artwork and all that stuff. And also I have Pokemon tattoos, so I'm qualified. Moving on next to, rub those hands together, conduct the seance, Shitara. It's just a sick I don't even know what it means, but it sounds sick, dude. You know, I'm gonna look this up right quick. What does Shitara mean? So it's Sheetara. Okay. Shitara meaning is freedom lover, playful, friendly. Versatility, enthusiasm, agility, and unconventional methods. Good enough for me, dude. Look, man. Look. Mayra Bueno Silva is the GOAT. I can't talk bad about this nickname because I think Mayra Shitara Bueno Silva is unironically perhaps the coolest four-name double-decker combo I've ever heard in my life. Like, why is she so cool? She has 4 awesome names. Mayra, awesome. Shitara, even more awesome. Bueno, muy bueno, in fact. Silva's a great last name. So just 10 out of 10. Can we go get Starbucks? Bones. Look, we all have them, dude. We're all still spooked out about them, bro. Skeletons during Halloween, bro. John Jones broke one of his bones in the cage. Maybe that's why he's called Bones, or maybe it's just because Jones and Bones rhyme. my personal theory is I want it to be that like I know it wasn't. I'm just goofing around right now, but like, could you imagine if John Bones Jones, after breaking his toe in the Chael Sonnen fight, if he changed his nickname to just Broken Bones? That would be funny, dude. I would have loved that. That would have made me like him like even more, dude. Because I don't like him very much because of his outside of the cage stuff. But like, that would have been so funny. But look, I wouldn't want to fight Bones. I wouldn't want to be like Conor McGregor. I wouldn't want to fight a bag of bones at a bar because he doesn't like your whiskey. Ayo. It's a 9 out of 10, but I think sexual chocolate's better. I'm pretty sure this last one is the last one. If it is, let me just make sure. This is a dishonorable mention, y'all. Blonde fighter. Blonde fighter. Like, I'm sorry, dude. Blonde fighter. Caitlin Chukagian, however you pronounce it, dude. You have an awesome name. You know how I said if you have an awesome name, you don't really need a nickname, dude? Caitlin Chukagian is a cool name. Your name stands out. With that spelling of Caitlin or Catlin or whatever it is, bro, it's a cool name. And there's like multiple blonde fighters in the UFC, dude. So like, what are you doing naming yourself Caitlin Chukagian blonde fighter? I'm sorry. Like, it's not racist, which is good, or sexist or anything like that. So that's why it's not a 0. So like, you know, good on you for that. Maybe next time I'll discuss some other fighter nicknames because this was a fun video to make. I really enjoyed it. So, my favorite nickname of the bunch, honestly, dude, I gotta go with Obi-Wan Shinobi the Pillow. It's kind of the GOAT nickname. Like, it's such a funny name, but I also like Shitara quite a bit. So, in all honesty, we probably haven't found my favorite fighter nickname yet. So, maybe next time as we go through, we'll find some more fighter nicknames. In the meantime, y'all, thank you for watching. I hope you've been enjoying my content. I really have had a lot of fun making these. Has really been fun. I've enjoyed having you guys company. And just like, you know, I hope you guys are having a great day. So, that being said, dippity dippity. Bro, that's kind of cringe, bro. Just dippity dippity, okay? See ya.